Good Tuesday evening, everyone. I just wanted to jump on here and give you an update on our weather situation. And I know you're probably seeing this graphic and you're saying, "Wait a minute, Mark. Friday. I thought Sunday. What we were worried about? Well, we are worried about Sunday, but we're also looking at Friday. I've been saying this for a few days now. No one else has been, but I'm sticking with this because this is such a classic scenario for us to get snow flurries and snow showers here on the plateau. Is how things are coming together on Friday. A low wind threat, and I think it'd be a light. It would be a light, something which, as you all know, for me means an inch or less. It is something I'm just keeping an eye on. But to let you know right now that Friday, it doesn't take much to have some travel impacts. I think we have some. I think we have some potential for snow flurries and snow showers on Friday that could cause a little bit of an impact. And on Sunday, we could get some wintry weather that could cause a lot of impact. So it's definitely something to keep an eye on. The potential is there for a impactful winter weather event. Now, right now for Sunday, I have snow, sleet, and freezing rain as low end threats. Okay. Right now, it looks like the first half of the day Sunday is probably going to be okay. It's too early to make any final calls on that. That is for sure. But I'm just saying that with the data that's been coming in, it's been trending later in the day on Sunday. So we may be all right Sunday morning. We may be all right all the way through the afternoon. But everything is indicating that we could have some impacts Sunday night. And that could come in the form of anything from snow to sleet to freezing rain to plain rain to everything I just mentioned. So it all depends on the track of that low. But just keep in mind that we do have some potential impacts coming, travel impacts coming for Sunday, and that will move on over into Monday as well. So again, this is the map I showed last night. I've modified it a little bit to kind of clean it up a little bit for what I'm thinking 24 hours later from making this the first time. Um, it's looking more and more like if you're north of the Kentucky border, it's all snow. If you're south of the Tennessee border, it's pretty much generally all rain. If you're in the middle, where Kentucky and Tennessee are, that's where the questions are the greatest. It's looking more and more like Kentucky is in for a pretty nasty ice storm. And that's close. That's too close for comfort for many of us. But what happens more often than not in these situations is that Kentucky does get an ice situation. And here in Tennessee, we start out a wintry mix that causes all kinds of travel problems. People slide off the roads. It's a mess. That transitions to rain, and then it rains. And then it ends as some snow. And we get anywhere from an inch or two to, depending on if the low tracks just right, if it's strong enough, then we can double those totals and get 2 to 4, which would definitely be impactful, especially for our area. So that continues to be my thoughts. Light wintry mix causes all kinds of problems. Changing over to rain, then we get rain, and then it changes back over to snow. Now, this is still an uncertain forecast, and my thoughts on this could change. Some models are coming in and they're showing us all snow. Some models are coming in and showing us all ice. We cannot go by one model. You can only go by trends, and the trends are backing me up on this. So at least for what I look at, and what I go by. So stay tuned. Still lots of uncertainty. We will have to watch the track of the low. I'm telling you, we can be 10 below zero in that low track to our north, and it somehow manages to get enough warm air up here to change everything to rain. I've seen that happen a million times. So you got to go by the track of the low, not by how cold you are on Saturday, because it is going to be so cold on Saturday, you're going to say, oh, there's no way we're getting plain rain out of this. Well, we will if the low tracks to our north. Mark my word. Now, because the low goes to our south, we get all winter precipitation. And the strength of the low, the strength of that surface low, and the strength of the upper level low all matter tremendously. If you get a weak surface low, then you get weak warm air advection coming up. And so you get a much longer period of wintry precipitation. It's lighter, but it lingers longer. It stays around, and that can be very, very impactful. So bottom line is, stay tuned. Clearing Causing the Blind gives us our 5-day forecast, giving you a preview of what you'll see in the morning, which I'll update this, of course, like I do every morning. I think chance of flurries tomorrow. It's a classic flurry situation. No one else is saying it, but I am. I think we're going to see snow flurries tomorrow. Highs only in the 30s, lows in the teens. Thursday, partly cloudy, highs only around 40. Friday, flurries and snow showers. Right now, I've got that chance at 30%. If more data comes in tonight backing me up, I'm going to take that up to 50% in the morning. Highs only in the 30s, lows in the teens. Saturday, we don't even get above freezing. Then we bottom out in the mid-teens Saturday night. So you're going to think, man, there's no way we're not getting a big snow or ice storm on Sunday because we're so cold. But then Sunday, we warm up. Depending on the track of that low, do we warm up into the mid-30s or do we hang out in the low 30s? That's what's going to make the difference. PM wintry mix, I'm saying right now. Lows Sunday night, dropping back down into the 20s. So you can only imagine that means wintry precipitation. So we'll see. Does that happen? If that low tracks are north, I'm going to have to take that 25 and turn it into a 33 to 35. Okay, so that's what we got to pay attention to in the coming days. Sunday's the 5th of the 5-day forecast. That means there is plenty of room for forecast change. 6 to 10 day outlook. Still watching that snow for January 9th to the 10th, somewhere in that, right there in that time frame. And then the coldest air, it looks like, that we'll experience with this whole Arctic blast, it looks like will be January 11th through the 12th. We could go 0 to 10 below. The models have been modifying the Arctic blast. You've been seeing probably things on social media saying we're going to go 20, 30 below 0. Well, that's what some of the models were saying. And if you went by one model run or 2 model runs, even in some instances, then you just ran with that and blasted it all over social media. But that will be modified in future model runs and will be closer to that 0 to 10 degrees below 0 time range, which is, I don't know about you all, but that is plenty cold enough for me. So just so you know, though, that's what we're looking at right now for the most intense portion of this Arctic outbreak that's coming. Jim Cantori tweeted out this soon. If you're in the deep south and you love snow, January 2025 is probably your month. And I agree. When we get all this Arctic air coming in and entrenching itself across the south, we almost inevitably get some type of winter precipitation at some point during the Arctic blast. I've got a lot to keep up with, and I'll be doing just that. And I appreciate those of you who have been with me through all of 2024 and that you'll hopefully be with me through all of 2025 as your meteorologist here on top of the Cumberland Plateau. I'll do my best to keep you informed through this event, and I'll do my best to keep you informed throughout the whole new year. You folks take care. Keep looking up. For more information and to keep up with it all, meteorologistmark.com.